3690 is back in action. Sort of missed from the videos, as I can read by the comments. A lot of people ask, where is she gone? Anyways, hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today we are going combining. We're going to be doing a whole lot of things that I don't even know how to start a video, just how much stuff going to be going on. At the minute, we're in the 3690, we're pulling our McKee 30-foot low loader, and we have the Massey 50 and the teleporter on board. We want the Massey 50 to widen some gaps, and we need the teleporter for the grain shed and to move straw, set barriers, just a lot of stuff. Father Phil is behind me in the 6489 and the big square baler. We have to get haul lift up there, then go back to the comment, move all that. Anyways, before I get to the road, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell notification, you get notified of my videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And please leave a comment down below whether you like the video or not, because it all helps push the channel along and head to 50. But anyways, just hitting the road now. We're going to take her nice and handy, and we will bait on up to the field and we'll show you more. There's going to be a lot in this video, a lot of stuff going. That's the rig up here. So now we go get the combine and meet Liv. She's bringing the 6290 to where the combine is to put the header trailer on. So we'll be on. Busy. Shum. Is the combine header off? Ready for the road, yeah? Wipe them windows. Right, so here we go. And now, here we are in the field with the combine. So, we get the combine cutting, we got her load unloaded, and I don't know whether we start baling then or what we start doing. But we'll figure it out. Also, 3690 has a few new bonnets there. Looks very nice. Very nice. So, the 3690, she's actually after getting 4 new panels, them 2 front and back. The old ones that were on at this side were rotten, completely rotten. The other ones I had weren't too bad, but they're just not as good as this, and it made it, oh, it just looks so good now. So good. Anyways, oh, it's great to get the old girl out and about. So it is great to hear her again. The combine in the way. We also have a photographer from the classic tractors here too, to take pictures of everything. That's one of the reasons why we put the bonnets on the tractor. And also, as you've seen on the sticker, Massey Salvage, the Ned Murphy, Keith Murphy, the Ned Murphy tractors, they sent up the panels to me. Big thank you to them for sending them up. They'll be huge. They break all Massey tractors down there. And if you're looking for any part for a Massey tractor, it's well worth going down to them. They nearly have everything. Huge warehouse of stuff. And they come across them brand spanking new. Still has the heat shield on the inside, and they sent them up to me, and I'm very grateful for it. So if you want to learn more, I'll leave links in the description down below, but big thank you to them for that. Just meant, all I'm missing now for this tractor is the front grille and that top panel. That top panel is rotten. You can see around the exhaust and around there. So that's the only panel I have to get, and then that's the front of the tractor and the front mesh, and she's good. But anyways, we gotta get the ramps unfolded, so I got to push that down and get the ramps out.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking.
So that's the load unloaded. We just gotta bring this on over. So Father Phil's just coming out with a tractor and trailer there. We're going to put on one of the grain trailers on the 3690 for pictures, and Father Phil take that off. I go back, get the Massey 50, and it's rough going across here, and open up the gap for the combine to get through into the next field. So that's what we're doing at the moment. So where we are at the minute is this was all cut for whole crop wheat. You may remember we left a square of it, and that's what we're cutting at the minute. We're going to cut that. So as soon as I get the holes open and stuff, then I'll be going with the big square baler and making a lot of big square bales. I'd love to have it on this tractor, but we don't have a 1000 speed 21 spline shaft to go in the back. And not alone with that, but the problem that was renowned for these tractors was you take out the shaft to change it and you could have a bearing drop in the back end, and that was just a nightmare. I'm going to leave this here for Father Phil to go, and I'll walk back and get the Massey 50. So just taking a load off Uncle Ian while I have the tractor out. It's yielding up fierce well this winter wheat. Jeez, fierce well all together, so it is. I get this load off and then I'm going upon the big square baler. Well, I suppose I'm going to jump into the big square baler, get baling, throw up the drone then as well. That's him finished. I go get the big square baler and peg the drone up in the air. Better make sure I have everything ready at the tractor. So I will go presets, go from bale to square bale, so then I know my hydraulic flows are where they need to be and my revs are right. Revs are on B. Monitor is on, make sure my bale count is at 0. Get out, take off the handbrake. Yes, to stop the flywheel rolling about. Oh, I must have forgotten to do something else. Oh, here we go. Now, so she's all greased, she's all knotted, she's all done. New balls of twine in. We'll have some Tama net or Tama twine. So I had to get restocked. All greasers going. So we got some new. These are actually longer rolls than what we had. So all is good, all is good, all is good. Right, drone up and let's get making some big square bales.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. Kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins. Won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. Storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
So it is all going on here at the minute. So 3690 has its load of wheat to head back to home. We'll be bringing it home because we're going to start roll the wheat and start feeding it in a ration with the calves. I'm baling away, getting on grand there. I've made 14 bales so far. That's not going to be too much. I'm only baling all the winter wheat and I think 20 square bales of winter or spring barley or barley straw. The wheat, so we can put in the shed to create barriers inside the grain shed that's on this farm, so we can separate the barley from the oats that we've in it, and the barley straw then that I'll be making that's sold. But that's all I get to make, and then that's the big square baler finished. I'd say by the end of it I should have made about 500 square bales, so that's not too bad. I made 130 bales of hay altogether, around the 400 to 500 bales of straw then. So it's alright. It's alright for a first season with a big square baler. I think I'm just kind of getting used to it now. So one thing I want to ask anyone who's well versed in big square balers, since it was last out, I'm noticing a lot of bird droppings around the rails. So the safety rails on top of the baler, there's a lot of bird droppings under them. Has anyone any suggestions, or what do you do to stop that? I think grease is one option, but I think that's quite dirty. So if anyone can let me know, what do you use? Liv is ringing me there, so I better answer the phone, but let me know in the comments down below, what do you use to stop the birds sitting on the handrails and then shitting on your baler? So that's all the wheat baled. I'm happy with them. Well packed bale, so it is. Too damp, is it?
Just a try.
Yeah.
Not bad, though. It was a bad forecast.
Yeah. The spring barley now. This is the bit that we had to plough out. You may remember. You guys have to be that little bit off centre to be able to get it. The spring barley straw here is just you can see yourself, it's a little bit green, and that greenness is the chickweed, which is just leaving the straw that little bit, not just ready, but like that, not ready. So we're not going to be square baling this. So we're going to see when we get into the next field what it's going to be like. It may be better, it may not. If it's better, we'll make our 30-25 bales, whatever it is, out of that. And yeah, we'll be able to finish up with that. Also, we're going to look at the trial crop, which is also here in a different field, and your man from NovaQ is here, so I might get him to say a few words on what the treatment was and that. Just tipping away there. It's a little bit light out here. Some of it's heavy enough, some of it then gets light. Just the ground here, just never really soaked out or dried out that well. We're going to get our subsoiler out, and we're going to subsoil this headland and see whether that makes any difference or not. And we're going to be putting a cover crop into what other fields where the half of it, it's not a big field, but the half of it didn't grow with the winter wheat, and see whether that can rectify that problem. So that's uncle just about emptied out there now. So this field is just about cut, so not too much left in it now at all, not too much left at all. In goes that lovely white auger, and I'll tip back up to the other end of the field. So we're just out here in the trial field. Uncle Ian is just starting to cut, and we're here with Luke from NovaQ, and they supplied all the products to grow this crop. Just to see, it's what would you call it? Less intensive or
sustainable cropping, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at what the soils are given first. So first of all, we did a soil analysis on the field, understand its potentials in terms of giving the crop its nutrients throughout the year, and then fitting the program to suit that if there's any imbalances in the nutrients. So the kind of thing we're looking at was trying to reduce the chemical load on the farm, and we're happy enough with it at the moment. As you can see, the crop is standing quite good.
Good healthy plant.
Good healthy plant the whole way through.
One of the big things with this, with the sap analysis you were checking to see, was there any
influxes in nutrients, any loss in nutrients, any nutrients being imbalanced, and so calcium in this field was quite high because it kept the bound of the soil together.
Yeah.
Which can happen on certain soils in Ireland, but the calcium levels in the plant were quite good, which meant there was a good movement of nutrients.
Yeah.
Use nutrient products, and there were mixtures with forms of bacteria as well, besides bacteria. With the bacteria, their plant growth promoting bacteria, so they promote growth for the plant in terms of getting the root structures to give nutrients to the plant. So the testing in between kind of helped us to
see what it needed.
To direct the programs, if you get me.
I suppose the one thing that me and Father Phil would say is it's thinner than some of our other crops. But then, just to, if I could show you the other side of the hedge, there's quite a bit of it gone down, and that is always the problem. Too thick a crop, it'll go down very easy, whereas every bit of this has stayed standing. And the two crops, this was done your way and the other field was done our way, so to speak, and we didn't have to go with any fungicides on this. We half-rate sown manures all that went on it, and after that all the fertilizer put on through the sprayer.
The big idea with liquid fertilizers is to try and improve the efficiency of the fertilizer itself by going straight into the plant.
So it's not going into the soil to go into the plant and then being lost through water runoff and stuff like that. It goes straight into the plant.
But the big thing with us is that we're mixing and matching bacteria sprays and nutrition to help the plant utilize both of them together. So that's the real key of it. Like, and the timings of the product placements as well was quite successful, and it's a credit to your father as well. He was quite good to be.
Yeah, he was.
When I told him to go spraying, he went spraying, which was half the battle with all this crack. So it was very happy with it. Just intrigued now to see what the combine says and go from there. So
we'll be weighing, I think the plan is we're going to weigh the first load and then fill the loads the same after, to try and get a quite a good idea of how the yield, and then we'll see what the yield of the straw is. The grain, you can see there is, or we'll just pull off ahead, or whole plant even. So you can see there's a lovely plump grain in it there, and it's clean. Like, for not getting any fungicide or anything, there's near a bit of rhynchosporium, mildew, anything.
It's a good field of land. There's a good bit of land here, especially in this area. So obviously we were working with something good, but we just got the crop through in terms of margin and in terms of actually not being in any way backwards on agriculture. You look at this, the inputs we put into it versus the inputs that's been put into the field out there, completely different. So working away there, and something's just after happening over at the combine. We're just chatting there and heard something. Could be a stone. Well, we'll go find out. That's what the Massey done when they're wide enough for the combine to go through with the header on. Cannot be it having a backhoe tractor. Jeez, this is not something you want to see in the middle of a field. Oh, bollocks.
You go half foot on that. 13 range. 13 spanner. She'll come out.
No, she'll come out, no. You won't get, you won't get that. I'll let him bend it back another one.
He wouldn't pick the stones for me.
I get to blame. There's 101 stones in the field, and there'd always be one.
If they didn't get picked, they're alright. We know they're there.
They sent out the women with the wheelbarrow to pick the stones one evening, and they weren't too impressed.
Well, they've done more than you and I did. There you are.
It'll work away without the rasper anyways.
Yeah. I will have them in the yard.
The heaps of them. I suppose I can't do too much harm in the hedge. That's head back on and combine fixed. So just straighten the bent knife there. So one rasper. We'll give this back up to him. Here. One bent rasper. So that's inside the combine. So yeah, it's badly bent, but that's all. A good harvest tea. Well, it is a takeaway, but and it's kind of in the field.
It's in the bucket of the teleporter.
Feeds the cattle and feeds us. We're just changing the pallet fork for the spikes to get the bales of straw in. Put a line of bales in there, shove the oats up to it. So this is oats caught on some of the other farms. So it's a nice grain. So that's all oats. We still have 20 acres of oats to cut. And then this is our spring barley. So that come from where we were cutting. I think could have been in the last video. And this is what we cut here today so far in the headlands. So we haven't any of the trial barley in yet, but so yeah, that's it. So all those will be going that way, and then we'll go from that pillar back and put all the barley in there, as we have a lot more barley to go in. So I got to drop the header, but on the big bale dash low loader, and we'll go pack up the 20 bales of straw that's there and line out the shed there.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the.
So, Uncle Ian is still cutting away there. It is, as you can see, starting to get dark. Very comical kind of an evening. It's got cold, overcast, and there's no dew falling. A normal evening, by this time, the dew's down. Kind of one of them evenings you'd be expecting a sup of rain, which I don't think we want to see. We're on the circle of work, the grand tour with the combine to the way home. Now, literally, we're doing a circle with the combine around and about, and it finishes at home for the beans, and then comes back up to where we are now to be stored for the winter. And you can just see them out there, maybe just combining away. And the 3690 is just looking, oh, just look at it. It just looks so good. So the rims will be getting resprayed when we get time, and then replace that top panel, and that's it. That's what we'll be doing for this year. We have a door actually to go on. It was off Murphy's as well. We bought off them, so we have to get that put on it whenever we get a chance. But the other big thing, and it won't be done this winter, kind of putting it in, penciling in for winter next year, is the cab, and particularly this pillar. This pillar, you can see there, it's all bubbled. That's bad. The other side isn't bad, but this side and up there and that top of the cab there is all quite bad. Yeah, it's dark now. It's a terror how quick it's getting dark. But yeah, other than that, this tractor, she's good, and she is a good one. And I suppose a lot of people have been tagging me in the Grassman's 3690, which they've done up, and oh my word, it is something else. It is just, the only thing I'd change in that tractor is I wouldn't have went with such big tires, and then it'd have kept their original heavy weighted centered rims. I think it looks better with the heavy weighted centers rather than scrapping them for the other wheels. But that was the only thing I'd change. Would I do it with this tractor? No. Why? Well, the time and money put into it, I don't have it. And the other reason, I feel like when you went through so much effort to get such a finish on it, you would be afraid of your shite getting a bit of muck on it, or getting it dirty, or getting a scratch on it. But I like it rough and ready, and oh, you can't beat that. You just anyways, we'll get this into the yard. We'll finish up the video because it's getting dark and I can't do a whole lot of filming in the dark. Yeah. Oh, love that sound. So now everyone, me and Liv are here. Liv, come on in the door, don't stand outside or be shy. So, as you can see, our walls are full of pictures. Just full of pictures. We're going to go through them all now in 1 second. Just fly through them with the camera. But I just want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to everyone who sent us in a picture, drawing, colouring. We had over 100 entries, wasn't it, Liv? From all over the place. All over Ireland. I got a couple from the UK. You walk into the shop now and now you don't know where to look. It's just really has made a great job of the shop. And we'll be leaving all the pictures up. So if you ever come to the shop, you can find your picture. So this is the winner. We're going to go through all the pictures. Then we're going to announce the winners of the competition. So the 8s and unders and the over 8s. Now just before we go through them, I just want to say that if you don't see your picture here, we are incredibly sorry. We got so many entries. There is always a bit of a fear in me that there could be one forgot, missed somewhere. We are truly sorry if you can't see yours here. Yeah, there's some. The last one's come there Thursday. Yeah. Without further ado, here is all the pictures. So, my arm is quite sore now after holding to see all them. Without further ado, we're going to announce the winners. And when the winners announced, we're going to let you know about the pumpkin patch, as the booking for it is going to be opening tomorrow, Monday, September the 6th. Okay, so drum roll. Live behind drum roll. We spent 3 hours last night going through the pictures. All the family were in here and we picked some of our favourites out. And we went through them and we went through them and we hemmed. There's just so many pictures and all the pictures are so good in their own way. But we had to come to a decision. So, the winner of the under 8s is Adam, age 7 from County Mayo, with a picture of the 64.99, the Massey 185 baler, and you can see the combine cutting in the background. So congratulations to you. You are the winner of the under 8s. And another drum roll. For the over 8s, the winner is Padare, age 10, County Westmeath. You're the winner of the overs. So, the winners, what you can expect to get in the post is a Farmer Phil cap, Farmer Phil mug, what you call it, a bag, a drawstring bag, and a pen and a pencil. Now, because we got so many entries, we are also giving away pens and pencils to some more lucky boys and girls. Big, massive thank you from myself and Liv. See you, big thank you.
Big thank you.
The reason we got started this, I just want to point out the picture. So we've been hanging cards and notes and stuff, letters on the wall when we got them, because we thought it was a nice thing to do. But I got this picture here from a lad who come to visit the shop, And I got that, and when I was baling straw, I just says to myself, that's a good idea, maybe we could do a competition. Big thanks to Stephen as well. He got the ball rolling on this and gave me the idea that we would run a competition. But anyways, I'm not going to hang on too much longer, but that's the colouring competition. Massive thank you to everyone. And now, for the pumpkin patch, what are we going to do? So the way we're running the pumpkin patch this year, well, for our first time, it's a completely new thing to us. We've decorations ordered, we've a heap of stuff ordered, so all fingers crossed we have no hiccups. The plan is that it'll be outside there, outside the shop window. We will have them, we'll have it decorated, we'll have a whole lot of stuff. So we're running a booking system, so for the 9 days before Halloween, so starting Saturday the 23rd of October and runs to Sunday the 31st of October, Halloween day. So you can head into the description down below, head over to Stewart Family Farm Shop, and it's going live there tomorrow, September the 6th, and you can book a slot. So the way we're running it is there's half an hour slots. We're open from 2 to 5 every day. We may extend that it's just very hard for us to know how many people, and the reason we're running a booking system is so we can kind of gauge how many people want to come, and also kind of spread out the crowd for the people, so that we don't have huge amount of people at one time. Charging €5 to hold your spot. For your €5 to book your slot, you will get 2 teas, 2 coffees, whatever you want. You book a slot, and that's for what we call a family unit, so there'll be no more than 3 family units within each half an hour slot. You can arrive anytime within your half an hour slot. We're not going to say you have to be 5 minutes beforehand and leave 5 minutes before. We will also have refreshments on the day. We'll have teas, coffees, squash for the kids. We'll have some bars, might have some home cooking from my mother, and Liv will also have her pumpkin soup ready to sell. And I have to say, her pumpkin soup is very, very nice. We had some of it last year when we grew some pumpkins. That kind of gave us the idea for having a pumpkin patch. But the pumpkin soup is very nice, so we'll have some of that on the day as well. We'll also be fully stocked up on merch. We have a big order of merch put in. And we'll have beanies. We'll have the bobble hat beanies as well. We'll also be running a competition for your best pumpkin carving. So you'll be able to take a picture of your pumpkin after you've carved it, tag us in it on Instagram, and there'll be a competition run as well for that. Keep you informed and up to date as it progresses and we get closer. But anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Once again, massive thank you to everyone who sent in their pictures. Big congratulations to the 2 winners, and to everyone else. Keep an eye out on your post. You may be receiving some pens and pencils off us. But anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. That is it from me and Liv. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from us.
Good luck.
Good luck.